Samsung Galaxy Note 8 unboxings and hands-on first impressions video coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and we finally have the Note 8 arriving to the channel right now. And here is the box. Looks very similar to the box that came with the Galaxy S8 Plus, as you can see right here. It goes along with their lineup. They also had a similar box for the Samsung Galaxy S7. So let's get that out of the way really quickly. And I did go ahead and pre-order the one that comes with the 360 gear camera. So that's a pretty nice touch. They included this as well. You also have the ability to order this and get a little SD card for 128 gigabytes and a fast charging pad for your Note 8. Okay guys, so let's get into the unboxing. I'm not going to unbox the Gear 360. If you guys are interested in the Gear 360 camera, go ahead and comment that down below. I will make a video just dedicated to this guy. I picked this up to do 360 content here on the channel for you guys so you can see the full 360 view. But let me get that out of the way and let's take a look at the Note 8. So I did go with the 64 gigabyte edition. Well, that's pretty much all you can get right now here in the US. And going over to the back side, you can see we do have the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, a wall USB charger, a micro USB connector, and a stereo headset USB connector, and quick reference guides inside here. They don't really go too much in depth here on the specs. Now I did get the unlocked model, as you can see right there. So on the left side of the box, you can see that pen. It does say Midlight Black. So let's go ahead and check out what we have here. So typical Samsung fashion, you know, they got their nice clean black box. I think it's pretty premium looking here. Let's go ahead and open the side tab. As you can see right here, kind of a navy blue inside the casing. Here is the Note 8, the Midnight Black edition. Let me go ahead and peel this thing off here. You only get this once in a lifetime right here on your smartphone. So you can see feels good to peel that off, but that's a smudge magnet right there. That's going to get pretty smudged up here if you ask me for the Note 8. But going over to the front, it looks like there might be a screen protector installed out of the box right here, or maybe like a little pull tab. It feels like a little screen protector. I'm going to leave that on for now. Let me go ahead and put the Note 8 right there and go ahead and open up the box a little bit more and see what is included here. So if we go into this little tab right here, we do have our micro eject pin for our SIM card tray. I always appreciate having more of those. You know, if you use multiple phones, you know what I'm talking about. So you can see Samsung shop guides. We'll read these when we're taking a number 2, or you know what I mean. So down here, you can see Samsung right here. And inside here is an included AKG headphone pair. So just like with the S8 Plus, I actually lost my S8 Plus one, so I guess I might lose these ones as well. But for now, they're pretty decent here, these AKG headphones. Okay, so what else comes in the box is a USB-C cable you can see right here for the Note 8. In addition, we do get some nibs here for the S Pen here. In addition here, we do have some buds to fit your ear properly with your AKG included headphones in the box here. In addition to that, you do get this adaptive fast charger, which is black, which matches your Midnight Black Note 8 if you did go with this model right here. And also, if we pull this over, you should see we do have an included, looks like some adapter. So you got a USB-C to a 2.0 port, it looks like right there. In addition to that, you got a USB-C to USB-C. So very cool stuff. They included all these adapters in here, and they included, you know, fast charging as well. But you got to buy a wireless fast charger yourself if you want to be fast charging your Note 8. Okay, so here is the Note 8, and I'm just going to say it right out of the gate. It feels very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, just a little bit square, but I'm super impressed with what Samsung has done this year with their smartphone. So let's go ahead and boot it up here. You do get a 6.3-inch 18:9 aspect ratio display here, and the S Pen, which is the star of the show here on the Note 8. You can see it definitely has a more, you know, it's a more accurate feel when you actually write on the screen with the Note 8. USB-C charging at the bottom. You could see your headphone jack is still here. Thank you, Samsung. I really appreciate when we have a headphone jack. Dual camera setup. Both are optically stabilized, same as what's going to be coming on the iPhone X. You do have that awkward fingerprint location. Unfortunately, it's still there. Up at the top, you do see, just a little slot to get your SD card set up, as well as your SIM card tray. But I can tell you right now, on this first hands-on, definitely feels a little bit easier to hold than the S8 Plus when it comes to slippery feel. So this one's a little bit grippier. Not that the S8 Plus was bad or anything. I'm just saying right now, right away, this is going to be easier to hold in terms of not dropping your smartphone in the Note 8. So let's get into the software and I'll show you a little bit around it and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay guys, so here we are in the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Not that it's going to be any different than what we've seen on the S8 Plus earlier this year, but the S Pen is what changes the game for this smartphone, and people who use the Note are really like super serious fans. They really love the S Pen, and I'm not even gonna lie with you guys, the Note series is my favorite device to use, period, because this phone allows you to do so much with this pen. Now, a lot of people say that's gimmicky, but it's not true. This is actually very precise and much more precise than your finger. But you can see you have more ability to add more shortcuts here on this Note. You have all these cool features here, but it's going to take a while for me to get all of these features down. So stick around and subscribe to the channel if you want to see the full in-depth. We're going to be creating a ton of videos here on this smartphone here. But Samsung Experience 8, it looks like. When you get the unlocked model, you get no carrier bloatware here, which is nice. So let's go down to About Phone and let's check it out. So Samsung Experience version 8.5, Android 7.1.1 Nougat. So it's not the latest Oreo, but I'm sure this phone is definitely getting that. And you can see just a ton of features here as per usual with a latest Samsung device. Now let's go ahead and take a look at those cameras. So you do have the dual camera setup here now. I'm going to hit cancel, which allows you to go ahead and use kind of an optically stabilized portrait mode here for the Note 8. So you can actually control the background yourself of this focus. So that's pretty cool to see that. And then they have a wide angle lens as well. It's not quite as wide as what we've seen on the LG G6, but it's going to be a fantastic camera for anybody who wants to use their phone as their main camera. Hopefully the 6 gigabytes of RAM that is included along with the Snapdragon 835 here in this model performs better than my S8 Plus. My S8 Plus is fantastic in performance, but it does have a little issues here and there where it gets a little bit choppy from time to time. It's nothing too big of a deal, but with 6 gigs of RAM, I'm hoping that the Note 8 does give me a little bit better performance here. Okay, so we're not going to go too in depth in this video, but let's go ahead and take a look at it against some other phones. So if you got a Note 5, you can see right here you're getting a massive update in terms of the size. This is my favorite Note all time. Until this one, we're gonna have to see if this becomes my favorite Note all time, but you can see definitely a lot taller there and definitely has a larger screen on the front and kind of, I would say, a little bit of a narrower body. So if you look at the Note 8 there, it's a little bit more narrow than the Note 5, almost the same width, but it looks like it's just slightly, maybe millimeters, you would have to put under a microscope. Taking a look at the Note 8 next to the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Now these phones are about the same in height and width, so these ones are going to be pretty close. So if you got an S8 Plus, you're going to get a more square feel. That's about it with the Note 8. Now the LG G6 is a much smaller phone than this, and it's more in line with, say, the smaller Galaxy S8 Plus, maybe the iPhone X as well. And you could see definitely both are large phones, but the Note 8 a little bit larger. So the Note 8 looking like the big boy this year. So you got a OnePlus 5 and you want to see what it looks like next to a Note 5. You're thinking you might want to get rid of this one and get the Note 8. And you can see right here, definitely a big phone in the OnePlus 5 as well. Note 8 still a little bit larger than the OnePlus 5. This has 6 gigs of RAM. This has 6 gigs of RAM. Both have the Snapdragon 835. So what about an Apple iPhone 7? You thinking about coming over to Samsung land? You could see right there a really small phone next to the Note 8. So let's look at one more thing, the iPhone X. So this illustrious iPhone X that was just announced, you can see much smaller than the Galaxy Note 8. So the Note 8 to me is sitting on top of the throne this year when it comes to the best smartphone money can buy. But we're going to have to put that to the test here on the channel. I will be getting the iPhone X here on the channel. We'll be running them against each other. But for now, I'm going to give you an impressions maybe in 24 or 72 hours. So get your feedback in down below in the comment section of this video. This was an unboxing and a first-hand impression of the Note 8. I can tell you right now, it's a fantastic looking smartphone. As long as that battery stays intact, the Note 8 is looking like a champ here for me. So catch you all in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button for me, share it with a friend, and I will catch you all in the next one. Be sure to be well, and peace.